The day was March 20th, 2020, the day that Jacob Chen, the person behind the channel JDC Studio, turned 9 years old. At the time, he had been wanting to get the best-selling video game Minecraft for probably more than 10 months. He was watching a lot of awesome Minecraft gameplay videos, and that made him really want to play it himself. In fact, every time someone asked him what he wanted for his birthday, he'd say Minecraft. So, when he finally got it, he was eager to start a new journey in his life. He quickly discovered that he wasn't the best at survival mode, and the main reason he wanted Minecraft is so he could build cool things from his dreams, so he decided to make a creative mode world. In Mine City, he started building a 2-story house made mostly out of birch planks. But then, things went downhill the next day on March 21st, when he was exploring and decided to check out a ravine. Since he had no Minecraft navigation skills whatsoever back then, he had lost the house and he couldn't find it again. Over the next few days, he would create a few more worlds like Alphabet City and Amazing Mist before H&J City came along. I have a question. Do you remember my cousin Hudson? He's been featured in a few of my previous videos, such as Racing My Cousin on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the Ultimate Lightsaber Battle, and most notably, our movie Cousins of the Flame. By the way, today is actually his 13th birthday, so if you could wish him a happy birthday in the comments, I think he'd really appreciate that, and I would too. And speaking of birthdays, on my birthday, he called me on FaceTime to wish me a happy birthday, and on that call, I was playing Minecraft, so I decided to show him the house that I made in Mine City. 4 days after my birthday, on March 24th, he sent me a message on Marco Polo, a mobile video messaging app that we use, and asked me how the house was going. So, I had to tell him the bad news. His suggestion was that I create a new world and create a new house, like the house I was building, but instead, we can make it our world, and we can make it our house. Oh, and if you're wondering how we came up with the name H&J City, it was because of our names. You know, H for Hudson, J for Jacob. H&J City has become one of my greatest Minecraft worlds to this day. To me, it's also kind of that one place in nostalgia that I'll always remember whenever I think of Minecraft. However, as memorable as it is for me, I feel like it can use some improvement. And by improvement, I mean improvement in terms of the builds. And that's why I'm starting this brand new series, H&J City Tours. Before we get into the first tour, which is me and Hudson's house, if you could do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe, it'd mean a lot. And I know I say that in like every video, but I especially mean it in this one, because I'm trying to get as many suggestions as I can through the comment section, and likes and comments get the video recommended to more people. And so, if you guys don't like and comment, no one's gonna see it, and most of the people that see it probably won't even be high-level builders. And guys, I'm doing this because I want my practical child Minecraft home to be the best place that it can be, so I'm really going to need your help. Of course, if you really don't want to, I'm not going to force you to. You totally have the choice, but if you could, it'd really help me out. And so, with that out of the way, let's start the first tour, baby! So I've just loaded up the world, and right in front of me, I believe, is me and Hudson's house. We actually used to call this the mayor's house because me and Hudson pretended that we were the mayors, but we realized that it didn't look as much like a mayor's house as it did kind of a normal house, and so now we just call it our house. And so upon entering the little patio, you'll notice there are 2 pressure plates that are kind of hard to see because they're made out of the same material. I did that on purpose just so that it wasn't too obvious it was there, but when you step on it, yep, it rings a doorbell. And because it's next to this fence gate, it also opens that and closes that, which is really handy for if you're leaving, but of course it's also going to ring the doorbell. So upon entering the house, we have this couch made of wax oxidized copper, and I put this TV on the wall. This is what I make all my TVs look like, and of course if you have a better idea for how to make a TV, then you can suggest it. That's why I'm doing this series, you know. Right here is the kitchen. So we've got this 2x5 table with 4 chairs for people to sit in. And then we've got this refrigerator. This is supposed to be a trash can. It's actually a decorated pot, but I thought it looked kind of like a trash can and also kind of functioned like it because you can put items inside of it and like store it kind of like that. Right here we've got a chest with most of all of the Minecraft foods. I should have put meat in there because then there wouldn't be any reason to use this furnace and this smoker. Anyway, moving on. Right here on the left side of this hallway, we've got a chest next to a jukebox, and I bet you can guess what's inside this. This chest has all of the music discs as of the 1.21 Turkey Trials update. Across the hall, we've got Hudson's bathroom, which I guess is technically also the public bathroom since it's the only one on the first floor. And so if you go in, there are 2 towels for you to dry off after you take a bath or a shower in here. This is supposed to be the bathtub. I made it out of iron, and then I used this light gray stained glass panes to make kind of a curtain looking thing, and then a wire hook to make the shower head, and then this is the toilet. It's a cauldron with water in it. This chair actually has a fluorescent frog light behind it as a source of light. And so, yeah, I came prepared. That's why I had this cobblestone stair in my hand, in case you're wondering. Dude, I still remember the early days of this house. The walls of this house actually used to be made out of clay. I know, that was kind of a stupid decision. And the reason I say that is because, let me just show you something real quick. Clay blocks make kind of like a dirt sound when you place it, and I didn't really like that, so I wanted to replace it with a block that made like a blocky sound. And I kind of liked this kind of light pinkish of this white terracotta, so I decided to make that the wall instead. The layout was also super different. It wasn't completely different, like the kitchen was still over here, but over here we had like a play palace, and this whole area was open. And there wasn't a second floor either. There was only 1 floor. We didn't have a bathroom at that time either, and so that space was very large. Man, the memories that came with that. And then here is Hudson's bedroom. And so this is his chest and his crafting table, and his favorite color is red, so I gave him a red bed and surrounded it with the red carpet. And then across from the bed is a loom, which if you don't know is where you can create customized banners. The banners were actually what those towels were made out of over in the bathroom. And then this is another one of those decorated pot that's supposed to be a trash can. And there's one here too. This door is a door to the backyard. We used to have a fence here, but we removed it because we felt like it was kind of unnecessary, especially if we can like explore, and it's right next to a river and all that. So yeah, we'll probably explore more of this area in the next couple of episodes, so let's go back inside the house. As you can see, we've got another one of these chairs, but this one doesn't have a light behind it because obviously it's going to show up on the other side. And then we've got this window, and then this is a door to the stairwell that gets used to the second floor. I hid another fluorescent frog light as a source of light inside of this thing. This is like a small little gallery in here, and then there's the stairs, and then this brings you up to the second floor. There's also another window over there. So when you come in here, you'll be met with another little hallway here, and over on this side, this is, by the way, another one of those fluorescent frog light little things. And so right here, this is the bathroom that I use. And so we've got 2 towels again made out of banners, another toilet, and then the same bathtub with a tripwire hook for the nozzle and all of that. And then across the hall from that is my bedroom, which is layouted the exact same, except that I have a cartography table because I'm more into maps and stuff like that. In my chest, I just have a collection of ender pearls for pretty much no reason. Going over this way, you might have noticed the battle scene painting. That's what I call this painting, by the way. Right here as you walk in, I thought that it was a pretty cool touch. Also, there might have been times where you might have heard like whimpering sounds of wolves. That's because we have wolves in here. Their names are Fang, Gary, Jeff, Mike, and Hound. The ones with the blue collars and green collars were the ones that I named, so I named Mike, Jeff, and Gary. And then Hudson named Fang and Hound. And so in the wolves little play zone area, there is a chest with basic needs for them, and then I also put all of their name tags in there, and then the dyes of their collars, and then the bone, and then the leash, and all that. Over in here, I built a little play zone for them. I also raised the roof up a little bit. That's the only place I did that in this house. And before, when I was still kind of making this house, this wasn't for very long, but the play zone actually used to be on this side, and this little entry area here used to be on that side. But I decided to switch it because I didn't really like that you could see it right as you walked in. And I think it looked better where the battle scene painting was the first thing you saw, and then the entrance was at the end of the hall here. And so you might think that's it, but there's actually one more hidden room. and the hidden room is in this specific section. Of course, because everyone knows the classic painting trick where you can just walk through, I actually put a bit of a different thing. So on this one, you actually need to crouch to walk through it because there's a trap door under here. And then there's also something else. I can't really remember, but oh yeah, I placed another one here and then had it kind of like that so that people would have to flip it up in order to go through. I had it originally because sometimes I forget how this was placed or it doesn't work through painting or something like that. But if we go in here, there is another art gallery, but there's another hidden room behind this, and that is in this section. So on this one, you actually don't have to crouch, but there are two trapdoors. One is on this side and one is on that side. That makes the amount of space that you can walk through even smaller. So this is basically just a secret lab room. I don't know why, but Hudson really wanted to make this, and so I guess here it is. Also, I don't know why, but these bookshelves actually look a little more like dressers to me. I think it's because these slightly lighter sections just looked like handles to me. So yeah, then we've got this brewing stand for potions and then a grindstone, and then a smithing table with two more of these shelves. I think that these were originally arranged like this. Or maybe it was like this. It was something like that. I'll just leave it like that to make it easier, and most people, if they didn't see this video, probably won't know how to get through it. And so I believe that's everything. And now, on to the suggestions. So how this is going to work is, if there's something that you would like to suggest for my build, put a comment in the comment section below and tell me what it is. This is probably the video that I'm the least concerned about how many suggestions I get because I'm pretty satisfied with how the house is right now. But if you can give me a suggestion before I film the next episode, I'll add it to my house and showcase it at the beginning of episode 2, which will be the welcoming center, which includes a pool, castle, walking suit, and more. So stay tuned for the next episode, which is going to premiere October 20th, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!